Aquarius, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Alex, for those of you who may be new to the channel, and I do offer personal readings, so if you're interested in that, please contact me below in the description box. Otherwise, this is a general read for the first half of June, so just take the messages that resonate for you, leave the rest behind. And let's see what messages are coming through from my fellow Aquarians. I hope you guys are all doing well. Messages for Aquarius. What is going on, guys? All right. Messages for Aquarius, please. Okay, the Hangman with the World card. Big, you're starting to see some movement in your life here, Aquarius. The World card is, some of you may be traveling, but the World card is this closing out of an old cycle, of a cycle that you may have felt like you were never going to get out of. It could have felt like you were stuck, things not changing. But I feel here that everything is in timing. Everything was meant to be as long as it was, even if it felt like this doesn't seem to want to close itself off. It does here with the World card. It's a victory card. It's things that open up to new beginnings for you. Okay, it's like stuck no more. Some of you found your way of this. You were like, I'm determined to figure out how to move this past, or put this past me, put this behind me. I'm determined to figure out how I can close this cycle off as sooner than later. But I feel like some of you definitely went through a bit of a struggle while waiting or feeling in this situation longer than you may have desired or wanted. Okay, let's see here. The Temperance, okay. So there was this patience required, okay? But there's a lot of harmony now. There's a lot of things feeling in balance. I feel like some of you had a lot of tension built up. You felt like almost suffocation type of thing. Like you felt like constricted, or a lot of sort of resistance to a situation. But I feel here with the Temperance is like the flow opens up again. Things start to take place. This is a card of having that patience and just allowing things to be what they are. But I do feel here that you've got Sagittarius energy with the Temperance card. Things fell into place for you regardless, Aquarius. Normally how everything happens in life, at some point it all falls into place. Eight of Wands, okay, travel. For communication, this is things now picking up speed faster than you even imagined. There's definitely travel here. So for some of you, there's movement taking place, a lot of travel. But I feel here with the Eight of Wands and the Temperance, it's almost like as soon as everything falls into place and you feel a sense of confirmation, I feel like you just want to make sure everything is in its right order. Then it starts to bloom. It starts to move forward for you. Okay, so some of you are maybe establishing a certain time frame, establishing a certain, what is it that I'm trying to say here? It's like establishing a certain, it's like set it and forget it, kind of like you had to make sure it was sort of in its place securely, and then things can move forward now for you. So it's like once option A, or once letter A sets into place, letter B can take off. Like things can take the next step, okay? It's like one thing is needed to be secured in order for the next thing to be moving forward, or in order for the next step to take place. It's kind of like, I'm getting the image of like a sidewalk that's being freshly poured. It's kind of like once that has got a certain time frame to set, you can then walk on it. You can move forward. You can't really walk on a wet cement sidewalk. You'll get stuck. It'll be like quicksand. So it's something of the nature of this where it's like this has to be safe and secure and like set in its place for the next thing to move forward. Okay. And it moves quite quickly. Like it's almost like you can run on this sidewalk now, not just walk. It takes off. It has many options of like transportation. It can be walked on, ran, bicycled, whatever you want. Like it's moving forward, but there's something that I feel had to sit first. Hold on here, guys. I'm only going to take the ones that flipped up. Okay, we've got 4 cards here. Yeah, you've got the Fool card here. Ace of Wands, High Priestess, 2 of Swords, and 2 of Pentacles. So there's something here, guys, where with the High Priestess, again, with the Fool card, like it's almost like you couldn't move into this Fool energy, this brand new path. You couldn't move there until something was decided upon. There was definitely something here of a confirmation that needed to take place. A decision had to be made. You could have been in this stuck energy with indecisive nature with the 2 of Swords. But I feel here with the High Priestess is that listening to your intuition, you took either some of you took the high ground or you took the highest sort of perspective, but you made the decision here, which could have been a little tricky. And that's possibly why things stayed stuck for you. So there was some contemplating, going back and forth, but not really getting the full picture. And I feel like some of you are like wondering, you have 6 of Cups here. It's like not knowing, it's like your forecast. You couldn't forecast, so you didn't know what to bring, basically. It's like a weather forecast. It's like you can't really do something. You can't go skiing if there's no snow, but you don't know what the forecast is, so you don't know what to pack. It's kind of like this energy of going back and forth, but not being able to make a decision. So you really, really had to trust and say, well, let's just go with the best case scenario. Let's just choose something that we feel we want to do or what we feel is going to happen. This is when the Fool card, this is when you kind of get an opportunity here where things open up, and you have the Ace of Wands, guys. So you've got this huge opportunity here. There's a lot of creation. I feel like this is part of the 8 of Wands. It's something that really starts to manifest for you and take off. It's creativity, it's passion, it's desires, it's change. Okay, so you're ready for change. 6 of Cups is here. I want to get an energy on this one here for clarity. 6 of Cups can be something that we reflect on our past. I feel like there's something here where the past, again, something had to take place for your new beginning to take place. It was like, this cannot happen until that happens type of thing. It's like, I can't think of examples off the top of my head, guys, but I'm giving you very, it's like it has to snow in order for us to go skiing. It has to have, the cement has to set before we can walk on it. So there's something in life here that, as difficult or as stuck as it made you feel, it had to take place for you in order to pursue the next steps. You see the benefit of the past here. You see where even the stuck parts of our life, even the failures of life, the things that kept us behind for a while, it's like we can't shortcut things. We have to give them the time. So, but it was all part of a good thing in the end. You were supposed to go through a lengthy process here. 5 of Swords, okay. I feel like the Hierophant. Yeah, I think some of you, let me get one more for the Hierophant here. The 10 of Wands, yeah. I feel like this is about taking shortcuts or trying to manipulate our way through. It's like we want to fight through a situation at all costs. We want something to take place. We want something to change. We even went to the top. We even got, we tried to overcome the challenge by possibly working with a situation or a person even. The Hierophant is like somebody of like an expertise, somebody who you think can speed up the process, somebody that, somebody where you think that they can create change, they can overstep a boundary here, and they can't, because you end up with the Ten of Wands. It's like you can't shortcut a situation. You've got to see it right to the very end. So this cycle comes to a close, okay? Ten of Wands is letting it all be now, letting it go. This is something of a heavy burden in your life, but it's almost like the challenges that faced you here, Aquarius, you had to experience these. I keep saying the same thing over and over again here, but I feel like you had to go through the battle. You had to fight through this and just realize at this point that faith and trust the outcome. I feel like some of you have learned this now. It's like I can't force or convince or invite somebody else in who could bring in more than I can do or than life can do. It's about having a bit of faith here, trusting in the process, because some things are meant to be difficult in life. I feel like I'll give you guys an example. If you've watched my live video about my healing journey, I look back now and I realize, the doctors, no offense to any doctors, but they wanted to speed the process up. They wanted to do operations. They wanted to put me on all kinds of medications. They want to get you back to your so-called life. And it's like, no, I don't want to do those options. I took the long road, but I came to a complete healing with the new journey is the Ace of Wands. Like anything is possible now because I have a full, complete healing. So some of you could be going through a process of healing in some regard, and it's like you cannot force healing. You can take as many medications as you want. You can operate the hell out of your body. It may not necessarily result in a positive outcome in the end. There's no guarantees. But if you come from a place of fighting through the fire and going through the spiritual awakening, going through the challenge, it pays off in the end, because I feel like maybe this is for some of you a lot of healing, because you have the Temperance and you have High Priestess. You've got energy here of a bit of embracing your highest potential in your healing journey. And so you have to have faith. You have to believe and trust in the process and believe in what you feel. Okay. Like I've always said, from gut feeling to gut healing for me in my predicament, dealing with autoimmune colitis, Crohn's, all that. So it was kind of like I listened to my gut feelings, and it was not easy. I was confronted. You could be confronted and battling a lot of people around you or a lot of situations. But I feel like you are on your way here, Aquarius. A lot of you can put this behind you, because this Fool card with the Ace of Wands, it's like you're set free here to do whatever you want. So you're in a really good place in the sense that you're untangled. This Hangman, you're untethered from this. This is something of Ten of Wands, that it was maybe a brutal battle for some of you. Ten of Wands, Five of Swords. Like this was something that you had a lot of heaviness carrying around with you for a long time. And you've come to now realize with the Six of Cups, when you look back and reflect, that your faith and your beliefs are some of the best things that you can sort of rely on. They're just they take time. There's that whole thing about our higher power, okay, God, where it's the most personal and impersonal thing at the same time, where you don't necessarily know why it's taking so long, where you don't get an answer back right away. You can't call up God and be like, I need your help. You have to just rely on the trust of your faith and know that in time, something's going to change for you. So it's very personal and impersonal at the same time, because we can't get like instant answers, which is what we're looking for all the time. And I do feel here with the healing journey of some of you that you may be on, this is a big decision. There's a lot of decisions here to make. There's a lot of indecisive nature because of clarity, not knowing. So interesting how this is sort of taking place for you. But you're ending this cycle. You've got the World card, the Ten of Wands, Aquarius. You're moving into something so much bigger. There's so much more, and there's a lot of awakening as well. There's a lot of spiritual growth here with the Hierophant. There's a lot of realizations. All right, let's see here. Let's get a closing card for you. Let's just see here. I want to close the reading off, get a guidance card, clarity. Eight of Cups. There you go, guys. Leaving something behind, facing a whole new venture on your path here. This is like, again, with the Eight of Cups, you know, we have some good memories here with the Six of Cups. We have some positive things that sometimes we cling to, or we remember. There's a lot of goodness there. There's a lot of good feelings. But I feel like this is time for you to move on to the new. This is a new horizon for you, Aquarius. This is something to face. I think that a lot of you are really now able to face any new upcoming fears or any new challenges that come for you. I feel like you're ready. You can take this on, okay? This is something where, again, you've realized through this situation how much your faith, and it's like, I'm not going to feel fearful. I'm going to just trust in the process. It's like, it's not the end of the road here that is the goal for you, Aquarius. It's the road itself that's the goal. It's the road and the path itself that is the whole journey and the goal. There is no end goal. There's no end result. It's your path in life. And so it's kind of like, you just keep turning left or keep turning right. You keep moving beyond. You just leave it all behind you. The rear view mirror, it's in the past. And so there's no end destination. It's just something that is the beauty of the goal. That is the beauty of this journey of continuing down a path of discovery. Yeah, let's just see here, guys. I want to see what your wisdom of the Tao message is. It's really, I'm seeing here of like, when you have this Ace of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Temperance, like I feel like the High Priestess, there's nothing to really fear. I feel like moving forward, you guys are able to face your fears. Like there's a very big moon in that picture, and the moon is our emotions. The moon is our fears. It's the deceptions, the lies, the things that we don't know are coming for us. But it's okay, because in the same sense, that full moon has a lot of beauty to it. It has a lot of mysticism. There's mystery to the path, and it's just as beautiful as the fears. So we embrace it. It also does, oddly enough, give us a guiding light at night. The moon can sort of shed light on a situation. In this situation, in your predicament. I'm kind of feeling like this is something in life that happens like once in a full moon kind of feeling for you, Aquarius. You have a lot of moon imagery in your pictures. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 moons. It's almost like once in a full moon. Oh, there's another one on the Fool card. There's 5. That's like this Fool card also has a moon. Your new journey, your new path forward is also showing a moon here. For some reason, what's at the bottom of the deck for you guys? The Queen of Wands. Okay. It's like willing to take on the challenges here, feeling much more confident, knowing that your passions, what you have drive for, where you need to be in life, you can challenge that. You can take it on. Take it on with grace. Take it on with like knowing that, hey, I'm excited. I'm excited for the outcome, whatever that may be. I just feel like this situation may feel for some of you, not all of you, it's like a once in a lifetime thing, or once in a full moon. Okay. I hope you guys, when I'm recording this video, I'm going to be releasing a podcast that I did So I have my live, which I shared my story, how I got into tarot, how I went through a huge healing journey, like once in a blue moon. It's not something that I'm going to hopefully need to endure again, but I'd be welcome to bring anything on in life at this point. But I am going to be releasing an interview that I had with somebody. You're the first sign I'm sharing this with because I just got notice today. So it's going to be coming out on the 24th, I think, 25th. I'll share the video with everybody on my channel. So it's more of a Q&A and more of a formal thing. My live was much more interactive and casual, a little bit of distraction there, but you can watch both. But I do share, for some of you who are new to the channel, I share my healing story. This is crazy that this card, I just did Sagittarius. This has been coming out a lot. I'm going to get another one for you guys just for variety because this card has come out so much. I don't understand. I guess this is something that's going on, and I feel like it could be because of the new moon in Taurus. And that's about our worth, what we're willing to pay for things, what we're willing to, it's your worth, it's value, it's the price of something. And the card that you got is refuse to be used. Pull away from your fears and refuse to be a victim. You will never be happy if you don't end the toxic arrangements that imprison you. Love yourself. You deserve better. And maybe for some of you, this is a toxic arrangement. There is a bit of a toxic energy with the Five of Swords, very strong conflictual energy. But there could have been something here that you felt imprisoned. I was saying that in the Hangman with your reading in the beginning, that you felt like suffocation or a sense of confinement or constriction. So that must have flown out for a reason. But let's get one more for Aquarius, please. Thanks again, everybody, for your like, share, subscription, share your comments. Don't forget to check out my live. It was back in August, I think. August or September. And you can check out the video from a podcast called Life Changers. You can support Mike there. He did an interview with me. He wanted to hear about my story. Oh, God, this is so cool. Deception, which is all about the moon. Jealousy destroys all relationships. Selfishness and ego lead to hatred. Recognize those who intend harm before it happens. Protect yourself by concealing your plans. Remain low key. So, Aquarius, some of you could have encountered a lot of deception. And I feel like with this Fool card, maybe your new plan forward is to remain very low key. The Fool goes out on a journey with just his little stick and bag. He goes with very little. So it's a very low-key journey that we start off and we learn and we accumulate and we build up as we make it through. You also have this World card, which is the end of the journey. So it could be a time right now to be keeping an eye out for deception and keeping an eye out for yourself at this time. Aquarius, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much, guys, for all your support. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Take care.